the Lutheran Church is the most aggressive. What is the least aggressive church in terms of enmity towards India and Hinduism?
Well, there's, for example, Unitarians. They don't believe in converting and all that, but they are very small. I would say the Syrian Christians, the Eastern Orthodox Church. The Eastern Orthodox Church is they're very old in India, and they are not that aggressive. They are also converting sometimes, but they're really not that much. So I would consider them to be the most benign. In fact, it's very interesting. After the Chennai launch, I went to Bangalore because Swamiji said, "You come down, do it next day." So I went. On the flight was a guy sitting next to me. So he saw this book. He says, "Can I borrow this and read it?" And so we just a short flight, and he just quickly looking through this. And he says, "I agree with all this." He said to me. I said, "Oh, I'm very happy." He said, "I'm an Air Force pilot, and I am proud of my country, and I'm a Christian." He was a Syrian Christian. He said, "I'm a Syrian Christian, and we do not like this kind of Christianity. This is not the kind of Christianity we speak for." So we have to identify Christian friends also. And there's many Americans who don't like this kind of behavior of missionaries. If you explain it to them properly, what harm it's doing, they don't like it, they'll help us. So this guy was very helpful. He said, "I am sorry, I cannot go to attend this meeting." The next meeting was going to be after Bangalore in Delhi. So he said, "But I'll talk to my brother who lives in Delhi, and he'll come and attend, and he'll help you and all that." So that guy did. So there are friendly Christian groups, and it's not a fault of Christianity. It's just greed and aggressiveness of certain churches.
Jewish strategy towards India.
Well, I think Jewish strategy to I'm part of this Hindu-Jewish summit, which is a Hindus, Jewish people approached Hindus, this Hindu Dharmacharya Sabha, to have a dialogue, and Swami Dayananda Saraswati asked me to be there as a Hindu scholar, so we had many meetings. In fact, I drafted, I'll give you a story now. Swamiji asked different people who were part of the Hindu delegation, privately we were discussing how we present ourselves, what all we'll say. So everybody was taking the safe thing, we'll tell them there is one God, things like that. So I told them that, they're not here to understand philosophy. They are a political group, they want to know how we can work together. So we should tell them things that are our problems, like they'll tell us their problems, and they want help. They really want help against Muslims, basically. That's what their agenda is. We should tell them where we want help. And so I took a very kind of high-risk approach, and I told them we should tell them that there is no Aryan theory, and this whole business of Nazis being Aryans, and so the whole Aryan has been demonized, and swastika has been demonized because it was used against in the Holocaust against the Jews. But the swastika is a sacred symbol. It was misappropriated, and we should correct their understanding of Hinduism regarding Aryan, regarding swastika, regarding idol, what they call idol worship, which is murtis. We should take some of these principles where the general world has a wrong impression about Hinduism on account of the Jewish having a wrong impression, and we should fix these. So most of the other people present in that room said, no, this will never work, don't talk about it. How can you talk about the word Aryan or swastika in front of Jews and all that, problem. But I had a private meeting with Swamiji, he says, "Go talk about it, don't talk about it." So, I'm looking for a little excuse to talk like that. So in Delhi was the first summit, and there was a big room like this, with Jewish people on one side and a lot of Swamis from various sampradayas and various people on the other side. So they had done speaking, our turn. And so first the Swami spoke, and they all said all the right things, politically correct things, very safe things, we all love each other, we all help mankind, and that sort of thing. So then Swami looked at me and he said, "Okay, now do it." So I went and I said all that stuff. I said that what we would like from the Jewish side is a correct understanding that this whole Aryan theory is a false theory in the beginning, in the first place. And both of us have suffered. You suffered because it led to Nazism. Nazism was based on, in this book, we have a whole section on the how the Aryan idea got falsified and turned into this Nazi identity of being Aryans and led to the Holocaust. So we have a common interest in refuting the validity of the Aryan theory, because we're suffering from this divisiveness and you've already suffered. And then I went on to say that the swastika is the symbol of the Hitler misappropriated, which had a different meaning, it has a different meaning in all the four dharma traditions. It's not only in Hinduism, but all the four dharma traditions. And then I corrected their idea of idols and all that stuff. So they loved it. It was well received. Their chief rabbi would come from Israel. He said, he made a statement that we want to study this issue and we create a joint team of scholars, and all this information we need to study it. So a team of scholars was created. There were Jewish scholars and there were Hindu scholars. And a year later, there was a follow-up meeting, couple of follow-up meetings in London and New York, and then there was a meeting in Tel Aviv. And I drafted this resolution in which both sides agreed to all these points that I'm making about the Aryan, about swastika, and about image worship issues. And both sides signed it, and this is on the web. You can look it up, and both sides have signed it. It's a very historic breakthrough of Hindu-Jewish things that happened as a result of this. And my feeling is that Jewish people, Jewish authorities will support the Hindu issues when it comes to Islam. But when it comes to Christianity, they are also very concerned that the Jewish people get a lot of support from Zionists. Christian Zionists are the real solid supporters of Jewish people. So they will not mess with that relationship. Thank you.